is going on, guys? Thank you so much for jumping in to this video today. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka My Music Idiots, and we are here in the wonderful world of Grand Theft Auto 5. I want to go ahead and show you guys a brand new Easter egg found within the game, thanks to fellow friend and mystery hunter KYROS POWER, who is also one of the lead men over at the CHILIAD Mystery Club on the Xbox One. Many of you know about this Penrith's Eye and the stars, and there's a lot of Easter eggs involving eyes and shadows. There's one over at the Lighthouse, there's one around the corner from here at the Vinewood Bowl, and you know, we've been finding them along the way of our journey to try and solve the one Easter egg that we still know is unsolved, even though the game's been out for over 4 years within this game, the Chiliad Mystery. And we always look to the mural over on Mount Chiliad for guidance to try to help us out. Well, guys, there is a new discovery, like I said, another Illuminati type of Easter egg, if you will, and it's located right by that Penrith's Eye. If you guys look below, we're here at the Arcadia building, and a lot of you have noticed as well that this Arcadia building looks like the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. So it's already relevant in that element of an Easter egg, because we know that Back to the Future is definitely brought up a lot. I mean, even in the new Doomsday update, we have the DeLorean basically added into the game, as we can fly that around, and there's a lot of testing going around. You know, maybe we can get that thing to 88 miles per hour and see if we can do something. I was just doing a broadcast earlier with Code Walker, and we got inside of that Ouvre Gallery, which I just found out that that means egg in France, so the Egg Gallery, which kind of makes you think, huh, Easter egg gallery maybe? Well, the images inside there kind of make you think that there is time travel or something to do with an Easter egg with that in the game, as it shows something that's like train tracks, and it also makes you really think, because right next to the train tracks it says time or future and then past and 88 and volts, all this kind of stuff, man. It really is crazy. If you haven't seen that video from earlier today, check it out. Really interesting, the Hunting with the Code Walker program. But here, as we land, I want to show you guys the Easter egg, and I'm in director mode, as you can tell, and I'm in director mode because it's going to be easier to show this Easter egg off. Now, we're going to stand over here, and before we actually do this, I'm going to show you guys the post by KYROS POWER on the Chiliad Mystery Club on the Xbox. This is why I often tell you guys to join up. If you're on the PlayStation 4, join the club, the community, solving the Chiliad Mystery. And if you're on the Xbox One, go ahead and join the club Chiliad Mystery. I check it daily. Other people go on there daily. It's a great place to meet other hunters and to discuss stuff and to show your discoveries or your opinions and all that stuff. So, as you can see, here's the Chiliad Mystery Club, and right here by KYROS POWER, we have him saying the eye sits atop of the pyramid. Look at that. As you guys look at the picture, I see exactly what he's talking about. You have the triangle outline, and then you have the shadow. Once again, Rockstar using shadows to go ahead and show us an eye. There's another example of how they do that at the Lighthouse. Maybe I'll show you guys really quick before we end out the broadcast. But there's a lot of different... Actually, there's another way they show shadows, like I mentioned at the Vinewood Bowl. So let's show off this Easter egg. Big props goes out to KYROS POWER. And then after that Easter egg, we'll go ahead and maybe end out the video by showing you guys a couple other ones. And it's funny that they like to utilize the use of shadows to reveal eyes in this game. It's kind of weird. So let's go back to the game. We're going to go ahead and change the time to sunset. We know sunset is a key time within the game, as we can see the Jetpack Man get revealed on the rock over at the Altruist camp. A lot of stuff happens at sunset. So now that we're at sunset, we're just going to use the fine-tuning on the bottom to just move it up a couple minutes so the lights turn on. Boom. The lights are on. Let's freeze time. And there you guys go. Take a look at that. Another Easter egg found within the game, even after 4 years. And, you know, there's the blueprint map for special edition holders. And shining a black light on that blueprint map reveals a lot of secrets. One of the secrets that you could find, you know, that Rockstar gives us is see the eye. Okay, that's in the Altruist camp cave. There's a lot of different ways that Rockstar like hints to us what to look for. So looking and finding this, what does that tell us? Well, I already mentioned how this place is already interesting, as it does reveal from a top-down perspective, just like GTA 1 and GTA 2, the original GTAs. They were from a top-down perspective, a bird's eye view, if you will. Okay, but if you really take a look at, you know, the area, there's a lot to consider why they placed this Easter egg here. Not only do we have the flux capacitor, you know, recreated basically, you know, when you look at the image from a top-down perspective of the building, but look at the actual image of what the logo is for this Arcadius building. You see how it's like kind of like your cursor on your mini map. Take a look at the bottom left of the screen. You see that little icon showing you that it's you? Is that not almost identical to the Arcadius building arrow? It's just not filled in. You see that? That's interesting. Is it pointing up? You know, another clue on the GTA map is to catch the arrow. Alright? There's a lot of different ways that Rockstar utilizes their clues and their hints. Maybe, just maybe, there's more to this building and area than meets the eye, if you will. There's words on the banner. There's a lot to this area, and I will go in more detail and more in depth later on. But what the hell? But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this because this is really interesting, and I just wanted to give props to KYROS Power for finding this, posting this in the CHILIAD Club. This is really, really cool. Before we leave and end up the broadcast, like I said, I wanted to go ahead, and here's the location, just in case you guys want to come and check it out yourself. Right around the corner, like I said, at the Vinewood Bowl and at the Lighthouse. We'll do 2 quick stops before we end out, just to show you that Rockstar does utilize shadows to show different Easter eggs, clues, and stuff like that. Especially eyes. Eyes seem to be a big thing with them. And if you guys are interested, I am going to be doing more broadcasts of some of the previous games that Rockstar has created, like Bully I just did the other day. I'm still working on GTA 4. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really am curious to see if you guys have found anything else that maybe hasn't been brought up. Because, I mean, new things are being found every single day. This Easter egg over here is very suspicious as well. Like I said, the eye thing was brought up by, well, the shadow thing, I should say, was brought up by the creative director, the artistic director over at Rockstar. He said before the game was released that so many Easter eggs are in this game, he never, ever would ever believe that they would all be found because of how obscure they are. Now, people that doubt that Rockstar, you know, oh, you're looking too much into it, that's not really what it is. Well, people that say that stuff, I urge you to look up the definition of obscure. He made sure to use that word. And, guys, there's so much that's been found. So much Easter eggs. So this is the Vinewood Bowl. Take a look at this. We're at the Vinewood Bowl. Watch how another pyramid and eye, another Illuminati reference, if you will, starts to show up here. What we're going to do is we're going to change the time to, like, let's go midnight. There we go. Now, if we fly directly up, Take a look at that. You see how right in front of the helicopter's nose, you got the stage, and then there's that line going through it. You see how that's the eye, and then the seats and everything branch out and like waft out into like the triangle. You see that? It's like almost like a reptilian eye. It's got that slit going right down the middle of it. And without the right time of day, you would never see this because you need it to be dark enough to where the lights turn on in the buildings and stuff like that in the game. And then, you know, with shadows and lighting effects, you now have another Easter egg revealed right in front of you yet again. Another Illuminati reference. So we have the brand new one that we showed off at the very beginning of the video. We have this one. And just to go ahead and top it off, and for reference and example purposes, we're going to show the last one that I feel is a big one. And that is the one over at the Lighthouse. Lighthouse. That's interesting how the darkness reveals something at the Lighthouse. Shadow eyes. So we're going to go ahead and put a waypoint right over here. Let's travel to that waypoint. What's going on, Paul Curie? Thanks for jumping in, buddy. What's going on, Gaia Gaming? Brendan Corder, Karma Woods, Rocky 91, Jack Goff, KYROS Power himself tuning in to see himself get put on the spotlight. Thank you, KYROS, for the awesome Easter egg. Leonard Demons, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for jumping in. Alright, so we're here at the Lighthouse. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another bird, shall we? This is a really interesting Easter egg. I really think this is an awesome one as well. So basically what you want to do, if you've never seen this one before, is you go over to the lighthouse. And it's kind of hard to really nail this one, but I have a video on it, so if you guys are interested, you can check out the video. Now let's go ahead and switch to time. I think it's like dusk. Okay. We're gonna change the time now. Okay, see the lighthouse on like the stairs right there? Kind of to the left of where my shadow is for the helicopter. See how I'm moving it like that? It's at some point in time. Yeah, see it? See that eyeball right there? And then right above it, another pointer. It's kind of funny how we have another pointer, just like at the Arcadius building, how it points up. You guys see the eye? And at a certain spot, it's a perfect eye. Like in the center, it's a perfect circle. Like it's not just like, oh, it's kind of an eye. Yeah. No, it's a real deal. Like pupil that like shows up there, but I'm trying to do this on the fly without proper testing of this beforehand, like I probably should have done. But yeah, there's another eye. It's a perfect eyeball, and that's, you know, another question. You know, you got to ask yourself, well, what is this shadow revealing? Like, why is that pointer suspiciously pointing? Like, there we go. That looks good. Why is this pointer suspiciously pointing at Ursula's house? If you take a look, it seems like it's pointing directly at Ursula's house. Or maybe even Mount Chiliad, where the mural is. Take a look. This is pointing, you know, I can't really go straight with the cursor, but I mean it hits Gordo, where we could do yoga, and it hits the top of Mount Chiliad. So, is this pointing at the mural? The top of the mural on Mount Chiliad, it does resemble like an eye. I've heard sun. I've a lot of different things. A lot to think about, guys. So there's a couple Easter eggs for the price of one today. Brand new Easter egg by KYROS Power at the Arcadius building, which does appear to resemble the flux capacitor from Back to the Future when looking at the top of the building with a bird's eye view. So let's go ahead and just show off that Easter egg one last time before we end out the video. Big round of applause and shout out to KYROS Power for posting this in the CHILIAD Mystery Club on the Xbox. Once again, guys, you can see the triangle and the eye. Very obscure and an amazing find. He had to be there at the right place at the right time. And also, you got the fountain. We also know that there's that girl, the artwork for GTA. One of the artworks has a girl with a tattoo up her arm, right? And it says, the truth flows upwards. Well, so does the fountain. Maybe there's more than meets the eye. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. I appreciate it. It's been an honor and a pleasure having you guys all here today. Grant Bradley, thanks for jumping in. Fruitplusel, thanks for jumping in, buddy. Much appreciated. What's going on, Cheap Gamer 909? All you guys, I appreciate it. Stay tuned. Got some interesting stuff coming your way. And I'll see you guys, if anything, in the next video or broadcast. So take it easy. Ta-ta. And, as motherfucking always, peace.